Hello folks, it's time to take a look at the Piklopedia from Pikmin 2, so buckle in for a hefty helping of lore between Olimar and Louie's notes. Now, let's begin. Iridescent Flint beetle. Flint beetle family. Flint beetles are nocturnal, choosing to hide in the grass by day and stay active at night. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomachs to sustain them through winter, but given the right stimulus, they will spit them out. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems that this pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton of the flint beetle its beautiful sheen, an essential flavor-accentuating ingredient in gumbo and jambalaya, also delicious in soups, broths, and marinades. Iridescent glint beetle. Glint beetle family. This variety of beetle consumes subterranean minerals. Due to the fact that it rarely emerges above ground, sightings of this particular species are extremely rare. While minerals are this beast's primary source of food, the beetle itself does not have the ability to digest these minerals. Instead, metabacteria living inside the beetle's stomach chemically break down the minerals. The resulting purified metal is discharged, but rare metals such as gold and platinum crystallize onto the iridescent glint beetle's shell, resulting in the beautiful laminated shimmer. This precious trait is exceptionally rare. I could sell it back home for a fortune. Then, I could use the cash to upgrade my kitchen, buy galactic-class ingredients, and even star in my own cooking show, The Insect Gourmet. Doodlebug. Flint bug family. While life forms that excrete foul musks to warn of danger are not rare, the doodlebug is the only species known to release flatulence when active above ground. Interestingly enough, since it is merely releasing the gas created by decay of the contents of the creature's intestines, it does not have a special musk-producing organ. This means the creature is in fact merely flatulating. Spectral analysis of the rank gas indicates it contains not only methane, but hydrogen sulfide as well, making the flatulence a grade 13 biohazard. Looking for a flavor that will surprise and delight your guests? This beast's aroma may surprise your guests, but it won't be delightful. Meatite. Unknown family. These parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that attracts females of particular species, enticing these females to swallow the metites whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike the scent. After entering the host female's body, the metites lay their own eggs inside the host's eggs just prior to the host spawning. Flash fry with garlic and red chilies in a hot pan, then sprinkle with grated gorgonzola. Some dinner guests may find the legs unappealing, so it's best to remove them before serving. Lesser spotted jellyfloat. Jellyfloat family. This native jellyfloat is indigenous to the region. Unfortunately, it is currently endangered as its habitat is being overwhelmed by hostile immigrant species. Similar in taste and texture to gelatin, this jiggling mass of jelly can be sculptured into all kinds of creative shapes. As a bonus, it also doubles as professional-grade hair gel. It's the perfect cool summer treat. Greater spotted jellyfloat. Jellyfloat family. Vivid pink coloration is the most noticeable characteristic of this floating life form. This immigrant species is not native to the region, having appeared to have recently arrived on wind currents. The luminescent organ in its head attracts prey, which it then sucks up and consumes with its lower orifice. Unlike jellyfish, the jellyfloat's tentacles do not have nematocysts, so there is no danger in touching them. Like a fine cheese, the aroma of this fluid floater can be oppressive, but its flavor must be experienced to be believed. Also makes an unforgettable non-dairy spread. Fiery Dweevil. Dweevil family. Members of the Dweevil family are known for carrying objects of astounding size on their backs, then mimicking them. The fiery Dweevil is one species in this family. Generally, this is a very gentle insect that feeds on grass nectars, but when faced with danger, the fiery Dweevil ignites flammable internal gases, juts out its jaw, and spews scorching flames. As this clearly makes it a rather dangerous insect, it is best not to linger directly in front of it. The search for a gourmet, high-protein salad topping alternative to bacon bits is over. Grind this spicy Dweevil into tasty micro-chunks and toss them generously over your salad to add instant flair and flavor. Anno Dweevil. Dweevil family. Members of the Dweevil family are known for carrying objects of astounding size on their backs and mimicking them. The Anno Dweevil is one species in this family. They seem to have no particular preference for which object they carry on their backs, as they will carry anything they can lift. They boast an internal organ that generates electrical charges, which the anode Dweevil releases when it senses danger. Raw anode Dweevil makes for an unforgettable sushi treat, but if it is not prepared by an expert hand with extracting precision, consumption could result in a jolting electrical explosion of apocalyptic proportion. Caustic Dweevil. Dweevil family. The caustic Dweevil is one member of an insect family known for mimicking objects by carrying them on their backs. Several points of differentiation with other members of the species have been confirmed, such as body colors and behavioral patterns, but none of these suggest major deviations in the creature's genetic structure. This makes it clear that it is a relative of the family. When attacked by enemies, the caustic Dweevil spits out bodily fluids in response. Spacesuits corrode and oxidize when they come in contact with this highly acidic liquid. Inedible. Effects of consumption include uncontrollable arm flailing and enthusiastic dishwashing. Munge Dweevil. Dweevil family. The Munge Dweevil is one member of an insect family known for mimicking objects by carrying them on their backs. These insects often carry carcasses of other life forms on their backs, but apparently this is not for the purpose of transporting them as food, but instead is another example of their mimicking behavior. The Munge Dweevil produces 2 different chemical compounds within its body, which form poisonous gas when mixed and expelled. This gas is used only for self-defense. Exposure to even extreme heat doesn't seem to rid this creature of deposits of potent gas. It's probably best for everyone if you avoid eating this hazardous fare. Volatile Dweevil. Dweevil family. The volatile Dweevil is one member of an insect family known for mimicking objects by carrying them on their backs. The Dweevil family exhibits a most unusual characteristic, whereby the creature's behavioral patterns actually change based upon the object the creature carries on its back. The volatile Dweevil has one of the most potent attacks of all species in within the Dweevil family, due to its habit of carrying explosive devices. Approach with caution and/or body armor. This scorching species combusts upon contact with the tongue, only edible by the adventurous and asbestos-tongued. Toady Oyster. Mollusking family. This species of creature has yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to the more advanced Oyster. Compared to the Oyster, this creature is significantly smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the ranging Oyster is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. Pan-sear with herbs and oil until lightly crusted on the outside and rosy on the inside. Complement the savory flavors with a light and buttery creme sauce. Yellow Wollywog. Amphiduber family. This magnificent specimen has the brightest gold coloration and the greatest number of lateral spots of any member of the Amphiduber family. This species seems to have lost some swimming proficiency with the evolutionary adaptation that granted it greater jumping ability. The Amphiduber inhabits aquatic shallows and shows an instinctive drive to jump upon and squash smaller creatures. Beer batter and deep fry for a down-home flavor you won't soon forget. Wollywog. Amphiduber family. It is believed that juvenile wollywogs were once carried by underground current into caverns, where they thrived in the dark habitat. This troglodytic species of wollywog's coloration results from generations of cave dwelling and lack of sunlight. Comparative differences between the size and shape of this wollywog and other species are thought to be the result of natural selection at work, choosing traits better suited for life in a subterranean environment. Wollywogs are best ground up, shaped into a patty, and flame-broiled on a grill. Slap on tomato slices, lettuce, onions, ketchup, and slide the patty between a sesame seed bun for the ultimate beast burger experience. Wogpole. Amphiduber family. The wollywog spawns in early spring, laying its eggs on low-hanging tree branches and shrubs growing in or near lakes and ponds. Such unorthodox amphibious behavior is a defense mechanism, protecting the eggs from predation by blue Pikmin and water dumples. The wollywog's wild hopping near the shoreline in early spring is thought to be a method of driving predators away from the wogpole eggs. Wogpoles can be eaten raw, but they're much more flavorful when steamed or grilled. Also heavenly in risotto. Feel free to experiment with this lush ingredient. Honeywisp. Honeywisp family. This floating life form drifts effortlessly on the winds. Upon death, its physical structure instantly collapses, and as the creature is particularly elusive and difficult to catch, no sample specimens have been acquired as of yet. If we could simply recover a live sample, research on this species would likely proceed more smoothly. Although the eggs are small, the yolk has a distinctly bold and tangy flavor. Try tossing a few in a pan, along with your choice of meat and fresh vegetables, and cook up a country scramble. Unmarked Spectralites. Flitterby family. When strolling through the forests of this planet, clouds of these creatures are seen dancing overhead. Like flower petals drifting in the breeze, The sight of flitterbys dancing in the lush green undergrowth is unforgettable. Flitterby collectors drool over specimen sample boxes lined up in order, highlighting the slight color gradation changes from blue to red to yellow. Such items fetch particularly high prices at auction. Spectralites don't provide a lot of meat, but the exquisitely elegant wings are surprisingly tasty, particularly when expertly prepared with a sweet candied glaze.